Welcome to the deep dive. Ever wonder why some teams just, seem to soar while others really stumble?
Yeah, it's something a lot of people experience.
Today, we're trying to crack that code.
Huh.
We're looking at 5 common pitfalls, things that can trip up even really talented groups.
Exactly. We're diving into this idea of the 5 team dysfunctions. Think of them as these hidden snags that stop teams from, well, working like a team should.
Right. So consider this your quick guide to spotting what makes teams tick,
Yeah.
or maybe what makes them detonate.
And our mission really is to give you the tools, the awareness to maybe see these issues playing out in your own collaborations.
Okay, let's jump right in then. Dysfunction number 1, absence of trust. What's the core issue here?
Well, it basically boils down to team members not being willing to be vulnerable with each other.
Vulnerable, like admitting mistakes.
Yeah, admitting mistakes, weaknesses, maybe asking for help. There's a hesitation. And what's really interesting is it's less about whether people are actually trustworthy and more about whether they feel safe enough within the team environment to actually be open and vulnerable.
That makes sense. Feeling safe.
And often that starts with the leader. They need to model that vulnerability first.
Okay, so if that safety, that trust isn't there,
Mm-hmm.
what happens next?
Well, that leads straight into the second dysfunction, a fear of conflict.
Right, because you don't trust people to handle disagreement well.
Precisely. Without that foundation of trust, teams avoid the kind of unfiltered, passionate debate that you actually need to make good decisions. People just clam up.
They don't want to rock the boat.
Exactly. But here's the thing. Healthy conflict, the kind focused on ideas, not personalities, it's crucial for progress.
So if everyone's just agreeing all the time,
That's often a bad sign. It usually means important issues are just getting swept under the rug because people are afraid to speak up. You've probably been in meetings like that, right?
oh, absolutely, where everyone nods along, but you can just feel the unspoken disagreement hanging in the air.
Yeah. That artificial harmony.
And I guess that reluctance to, hash things out properly must feed into the next problem. Lack of commitment.
You got it. That's dysfunction number 3. If team members feel like they haven't really had a chance to weigh in, to voice their opinions, to debate the options,
Then they won't really be on board.
they won't fully buy into the final decision. Even if they sort of nod along or say yes outwardly, there's no real ownership. Think about it yourself. How likely are you to be truly committed to a plan if you feel like your perspective wasn't really heard or valued?
Not very likely at all. You might go along with it, but
Ah.
maybe half-heartedly.
Exactly. That lukewarm support.
Okay, so if people aren't truly committed to the decisions or the plan,
Yeah.
holding each other accountable must get really difficult.
That's the perfect lead-in to number 4, avoidance of accountability. Because there's no genuine commitment to the shared plan. Team members become really reluctant to call out their peers, on behaviors or performance that might be hurting the team.
Those difficult conversations.
Yeah, exactly. No one wants to have them. And what's worrying is how fast this creates a culture where, well, standards start to slip.
And resentment builds up, probably.
Oh, definitely. People start thinking, why should I push hard if others aren't? It's a bit of a slippery slope.
Which takes us, I suppose, to the final dysfunction, the one that sits at the top of this pyramid. Inattention to results.
Yes. This is kind of the ultimate consequence of the other 4. When trust is missing, conflict is avoided, commitment is weak, and accountability is sidestepped.
The team's goals suffer.
Inevitably, the collective goals of the team take a back seat. Individual needs like ego, status, maybe career progression start to become more important than the team actually winning together.
So the teamwork makes the dream work idea just falls apart.
Pretty much. It dissolves into just a collection of individuals maybe pulling in different directions, focused on their own stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a team where individual stats or successes seemed way more important than whether the team actually achieved its main goal?
Unfortunately, yes. You see it happen. So wrapping this up, what's the main thing we should really take away from understanding these 5 dysfunctions?
I think the core insight is simply that recognizing these dysfunctions is the absolute first crucial step. It's not about pointing fingers.
Right. Not about blame.
No, it's about understanding the dynamics that might be holding your team back so you can actually start addressing them.
Okay, so for everyone listening, what's the next step? What should we do with this framework?
Just take a moment, maybe later today or this week, and reflect on your own team experiences, your current team, past teams. Can you spot any of these dysfunctions.
See which ones might be maybe subtly at play.
Exactly. Which ones might be hindering progress? Even just a little bit. Awareness is key.
It's definitely some powerful food for thought. And maybe leaves us with this question. How much could things change your team's performance, the general feeling if you actively tried to tackle even just one of these?
It could be fundamental.
A deep dive worth taking within your own teams. Thanks for joining us.